Hello, ang topic natin ngayon is for electronic devices and circuit theory, which is about the PN junction with an applied voltage. So, meron na akong previous video about unbiased PN junction kung saan walang applied voltage yung PN junction. Okay? So, panoorin nyo na lang yung previous video ko doon. Ililink ko sa description para may idea rin kayo dito sa topic natin ngayon, the PN junction with an applied voltage. So, a-applyan na natin ngayon ng voltage yung PN junction, yung dalawang semiconductor extrinsic material, yung P-type tsaka N-type. Okay? Applyan natin ng applyan natin ng voltage source. So, having studied the open circuited PN junction in detail, we are now ready to apply a DC voltage between its two terminals to find its electrical conduction properties. So, tapos na nga tayo dun sa open circuit PN junction, which is yung unbiased nga. So, ngayon pumunta na tayo sa with applied voltage para malaman natin yung electrical conduction properties ng PN junction. So, if we apply a voltage so that the P side is made more positive than the N side, it is referred to as a forward bias voltage. Conversely, if we make the N side more positive than the P side, it is said to be a reverse bias voltage. Okay, as you will see, the PN junction exhibits vastly different conduction properties in its forward and reverse direction. So, kapag ang kinonect nyong voltage sa PN junction, kapag yung P side is let's say yung P is more positive than the N type. So, ibig sabihin, naka-positive yung voltage across. Naka-positive polarity naka-connect. Tapos, naka-ground yung N side. Mafo-forward bias yon. Okay? Forward. Kabaliktaran, kapag if we make the N side more positive. So, kung let's say positive polarity yung naka-connect sa N side, tas ground, or yung ground yung nasa P side, ma-reverse bias. Not necessarily positive and negative polarity lang ng voltage source. Basta as long as mas positive yung nakakonect kay P, let's say positive 5 volts, tapos ito positive 3 volts with respect to ground, forward bias pa rin yun. Okay? Kasi mas positive yung P-type sa N-type. Pero kung mas positive si N-type, not necessarily positive and ground. Let's say positive 5 and positive 2 volts. So, still reverse bias kasi mas positive pa rin si N-type kay P-type. So, yun yung tatandaan nyo. So, figure below shows the PN junction under three different conditions. So, A, the open circuit or equilibrium condition studied in the previously. So, ito yung A. 'Di ba kapag open circuit, wala kang nakakonect na supply. Unbiased. Okay, makita nyo dito yung P tsaka N-type. Magkakaroon sila dito. Ito yung depletion region, 'di ba? Na-discuss natin. Tapos, balance yung diffusion current ID tsaka yung drift current IS. So, wala kang current kasi balance sila, equal sila, and acting in opposite direction. So, magka-cancel out. Okay, tapos yung barrier potential, ito yon. So, dahil may depletion region tayo, meron siyang potential difference, barrier potential. Okay? Due to ions. Okay? Positive and negative ions. So, mula dito, sa edge na to, pataas ng pataas hanggang ma-reach niya ito, it has a value of VO. Yun yung dapat ma-overcome nung i-apply mong voltage source para ma-forward bias. Okay? So, kapag unbiased or unbiased, wala siyang current. Ito yung illustration natin. Tapos, the reverse bias condition where a DC voltage PR is applied. So, sabi naman, so di ba nga kapag reverse bias, dapat mas positive yung N-type sa P-type. So, kaya ang illustration dito, we have a battery. Yung positive polarity ng battery nakakonect dito sa N. Tapos yung negative polarity ng battery nakakonect sa P. So, mapapansin nyo, mas malaki ngayon yung IS. Yung vector IS, yung current IS compared kay ID. So, magdo-dominate si IS. So, wala kang diffusion current. Ang magdo-dominate is the drift current IS. Okay? So, lalaki din yung depletion region. Hindi ko pala na-illustrate dito. Papalakihin niyo dapat yung depletion region diyan kasi ang mangyayari lalaki rin yung inyong barrier potential. Okay? So, 'di ba kanina sa unbiased, ito lang yung level ng barrier potential. Ngayon, i-add nyo yung supplied voltage VR na reversed bias. So, magiging total barrier potential or built-in na junction voltage is the sum na nung unbiased barrier potential VO plus yung applied VR. So, magiging additive. Kaya lalaki yung depletion region. So, mas lalong hindi makaka-diffuse yung current from P to N. So, wala kang forward current. Ang mag-dominate is yung reverse current, yung IS. And then yung C is the forward bias condition where a DC voltage VF is applied. So, yun nga kapag forward naman, ito yung illustration. So, nag-supply naman tayo ng positive polarity nakakonect dito sa P para mas more positive si P than N, si N nakakonect sa ground. So, ang mangyayari, lalaki yung current ID, diffusion current compared kay IS. So, magdo-dominate na si ID, magkakaroon ka na ng current. Okay? Tapos, etong barrier potential natin, ma-minus nyo ngayon yung VF. So, mababawasan siya. Kapag reverse, madadagdagan. Tataas yung level. I-add nyo yung supplied VR. Pero kapag forward bias, ima-minus nyo naman. So, kaya lumiit yung level niya. So, mangyayari din sa depletion region, mas liliit pa siya. Okay. Yan. Okay, yun yung illustration natin. So, let's start with the reversed biased PN junction. Consider now the reverse bias case in B. The externally applied reverse bias voltage VR adds to the barrier voltage, thus increasing the effective barrier voltage to VO plus VR. So, mag-a-add nga yung VO plus yung VR. Ito yung magiging panibagong resulting barrier potential. Okay, ito. So, mas magwa-widen din yung depletion region. Okay. This reduces the number of holes that diffuse into the N region and the number of electrons that diffuse into the P region. As a result, the diffusion current ID is dramatically reduced. As you will see shortly, a reverse bias voltage of a volt or so, sufficient to cause ID approximately zero, and the current across the junction and through the external circuit will be equal to IS. So, habang tumataas yung depletion region, lumalaki yung yung electric field, 'di ba? I mean, tumataas yung barrier potential, lumalaki yung electric field, so mas hindi na nakakapasok yung mga holes to from P to N, likewise yung mga electrons from N to P. Okay? Kasi nga, this is positive, this is negative, so marerepel yung mga holes dito nung mga positive ion. Tapos marerepel nung mga negative ions dito yung mga electrons. Okay? And mas malakas na yung pwersa nila kasi tumaas yung level ng barrier potential. Okay? Mas makahirapang mag-diffuse. So kaya bababa yung ID. Tapos ang magdo-dominate is yung IS. So kung napanood niyo yung unbiased voltage, mas magagets niyo yun. Na-discuss ko siya. So si IS yung pinaka magdo-dominate. Yung mga due to minority carriers. Kasi ang mangyayari, makaka-diffuse yun. 'Di ba yung mga minority carriers sa N is yung positive. Okay, kasi i-attract ng mga negative ions dito yung mga holes. So pag ganyan, likewise i-attract ng mga positive ions dito sa N yung mga minority carriers sa P, which is yung mga electrons. So kaya magdo-dominate yung mga IS. Kaso mababa lang yung level niyan. Kasi nga mga minority carriers lang yun eh. Hindi naman ganun kalaki yung concentration ng mga minority carriers compared sa majority carriers. Okay? Recalling that IS is the current due to the drift across the depletion region of the thermally generated minority carriers, we expect IS to be very small and to be very strongly dependent. Ayun, yung kasasabi ko pa lang kanina. Hindi ganun kalaki yung IS natin kasi nga due to lang yun, 'di ba? Mga nakawala o naka-free from covalent bond na mga electrons or holes due to thermally generated energy. Okay? Kaya mababa lang din yung level nun. Tsaka dependent sila sa temperature. So the higher the temperature, mas maraming minority carriers. So we will show this to be the case very shortly. We conclude that in the reverse direction, the PN junction conducts a very small and almost constant current equal to IS. So yun, tandaan nyo kapag reverse bias, mababa lang yung yung value. Okay? Equal yung current doon sa IS due to the current of the minority and minority carriers in the N and the P type. Yan, ito yung illustration natin. So, lumaki yung depletion region, di ba? Kasi tumaas yung barrier potential, naging VO plus VR. Tapos, ang pinaka-dominant current is yung IS compared kay ID, although mababa lang yung value ng IS. Observe that the increase in barrier voltage will be accompanied by a corresponding increase in the stored uncovered charge on both sides of the depletion region. This in turn means a wider depletion region needed to uncover the additional charge required to support the larger barrier voltage VO plus VR. Analytically, we can obtain these results by extending the results of the equilibrium case. Thus, we obtain the width of the depletion region by replacing VO in W equation by BO plus VR. So, kaya rin, lalaki yung depletion region kapag lumaki yung iyong barrier potential kapag naging VO plus VR because of the derived formula. Eto, na-derive natin to dun sa unbiased voltage, di ba? Ay unbiased PN junction. So kung babalikan natin, ang original formula nun, kapag sa unbiased lesson natin before, ito yung topic natin sa unbiased, no? Yung formula na derive natin doon is eto. Eto, di ba? Eto yung sa W. Tapos ito yung sa charge. So ang gagawin lang natin kapag nasa ano na tayo, kapag nag-add tayo ng supplied voltage dun sa dayo sa PN junction, papalitan niyo sa formula na to. Eto, papalitan niyo yung VO. So kapag reverse bias, magiging times VO plus VR. Okay, dito. So, ang tendency, pag mas malaki na yung ano mo, reverse, yung ano mo, yung barrier potential dito, nag-add ka ng VR eh. Siyempre, tataas yung W sa formula, analytically. Kaya, mas lalaki yung length, yung width ng depletion region. Ganon din sa charge, and the magnitude of the charge stored on either side of the division region by replacing VO in cube. So, yung kanina, VO lang to, di ba? Yung pinakita ko kanina. Pero dahil nagdagdag ka ng reverse bias voltage, so aadan mo yan ng VR. Ang tendency, mas malaki yung minultiply mo ngayon sa formula na barrier potential, tataas din yung charge. Okay, so kaya yun yung ibig sabihin netong statement na to. Okay? So tandaan nyo rin tong formula na to ngayon. Kapag nag-solve tayo ng problems, gagamitin natin yan. Next, doon naman tayo sa forward bias, PN junction. So we next consider the forward bias case shown in figure C, yung kanina. Here, the applied voltage VF is in the direction that subtracts from the built-in voltage VO, resulting in a reduced barrier voltage. Equal na siya sa VO minus VF. So kapag forward naman, ma-minus niya yung supplied voltage na VF dun sa VO. Okay? So kapag minus nyo, syempre, bababa yung barrier potential. Okay? Mas makakapasok na yung mga minority carriers, yung mga positive or mga holes dito sa yung mga holes mas makakapasok na sa N from P to N, tas yung mga electrons, ay yung mga holes pala positive yon sorry. Yung mga holes makakapasok na dito sa N from P to N, tas yung mga electrons makakapasok na dito from N to P. Kasi limit na yung barrier potential. And ang tendency sa formula, ang mangyayari, liliit din yung depletion region. Kasi, ang magiging value mo na ng barrier potential is VO minus VF. Ganon din sa charge, magiging VO minus VF. This reduced barrier voltage will be accompanied by reduced depletion region charge and correspondingly narrower depletion region with W. Yun nga, by using the formula na to, so dahil bababa yung inyong barrier potential na minus siya ng VF, bababa rin yung depletion region width. Mas liliit. Pati yung charge bababa rin. Using the formula. Most importantly, the lowering of the barrier voltage will enable more holes to diffuse from P to N and more electrons to diffuse from N to P. Ayan yung sabi ko kanina, dahil mas mababa na yung barrier potential, mas maka-diffuse na yung mga holes from P to N at yung mga electrons from N to P. Yun yung diffusion current, 'di ba, yung ID. Diffusion current is due to the movement of higher concentration electrons or holes from one region to the other, di ba? So kapag from P-type to N-type, magdi-diffuse yung mga holes. Okay, from P to N. Kapag electrons naman, magdi-diffuse yung electrons from N to P. So, thus the diffusion current ID increases substantially. Ayun, mag-i-increase na nga yung mga diffusion current ID and can become many orders of magnitude larger than the drift current IS. The current I in the external circuit is of course the difference ID and IS. So, 'di ba opposite yung direction nung drift current ay nung diffusion current ID sa drift current. Pag ganito si ID, pag ganito si IS. So, mas overpower na nung ID yung IS. Kasi, bumaba na yung depletion region, tataas na yung ID value natin, makaka-diffuse na yung mga holes from P to N and yung mga electrons from N to P. And, dahil ang mga P at N-type materials natin is extrinsic materials, syempre, mas marami or mas mataas na yung concentration ng mga holes and electrons. 'Di ba? Kesa dun sa mga minority carriers. So, therefore, talagang ma-outpower nung ID yung IS. So, meron ka pa ring IS pero maliit. Maliit lang yung value niya. Incomparable to ID. So, negligible na nga itong IS kapag nasa forward bias tayo. And it flows in the forward direction of the junction from P to N. Ayan, from P to N tayo, 'di ba? PN, N-type, PN junction. So ang direction nung ating ID is from P to N. Parang siya, positive tawag dito, conventional current flow from positive to negative. Okay, yung ID. Can conduct a subtraction current of formula that current is mostly diffusion current whose value is determined by the forward bias voltage. So, depende yan sa value ng VF. So, kailangan yung VF is larger than yung VO, yung barrier or built-in potential at equilibrium para ma-forward bias. Kapag hindi mas malaki doon yung VF, pag less than the VO, di pa rin magko-conduct ng current. Kailangan VF should be greater than VO. Okay? So ito yung illustration natin. So more positive yung P-type, nakakonect siya sa positive polarity, tapos naka-ground yung N. So, more positive si P than N. So, bababa or liliit yung depletion region, tapos magdo-dominate na si ID versus the IS. So, ang sinunod natin dito is conventional current from positive to negative. Okay. From left to right. So, ngayon, nagets nyo na kung anong ang operation ng reverse at forward bias. I-derive ngayon natin yung pinaka-equation. Ano yung equation ng current at voltage or relationship nila? So, we are ready to find an analytical expression that describes the current voltage relationship of the PN junction. We will consider a junction operating with a forward applied voltage. So, VD. So, nag-supply daw tayo or nag-apply daw tayo ng voltage VD sa PN junction in a forward bias. manner. Sabihin, more positive si P than N. And derive an expression for the current I that flows in the forward direction from P to N. Hanapin na natin yung relationship ng I to VD. However, our derivation is general and will yield the reverse current excuse me, when the applied voltage VD is made negative. So kapag binaliktad nyo yung polarity or ginawa nyo siyang reverse, ma-apply nyo pa rin yung madiderive nating formula sa forward bias. Gagawin nyo lang, papalitan nyo lang yung value ng VD, gagawin yung negative. Okay? Naka-reverse bias naman siya. So from the qualitative description above, we know that a forward bias voltage V sub D subtracts from the built-in voltage VO, thus resulting in a lower barrier voltage. So kanina, ayun, yung pinakita natin, di ba? Ito yung ngayon, yung applied voltage dun sa PN junction, which is dapat forward. So magiging bagong barrier voltage is VO minus VD, mas bababa. The lowered barrier in turn makes it possible for a greater number of holes to overcome the barrier and diffuse into the N region. We can make a similar statement about electrons from the N region diffusing into the P. So yan, nasabi ko na yan, di ba? So dahil bumaba na yung barrier potential natin, mas makaka-diffuse na yung mga holes from P to N, tapos yung mga electrons, yung mga holes from P to N, tapos yung mga electrons from N to P. Let us now consider the holes injected into the N region. So yung mga holes muna i-consider natin na ini-inject or pumupunta, nagdi-diffuse into the N region. The concentration of holes in the N region at the edge of the depletion region will increase considerably. In fact, an important result from device physics shows that the steady state concentration at the edge of the depletion region will be equal to this formula. P sub n of x sub n is equal to P sub no e raised to VD over VT. So, na-derive to sa semiconductor physics. So, ang formula daw ng hole concentration na pumupunta sa N region as a function of x sub n, ito yun meron tayo dyan. Okay, ito yung kung saan nag-meet yung P tsaka N sa 0 sa origin. Ito yung P-type, ito yung N-type. Tapos itong axis na to is yung distance. Okay? Tapos itong axis na to is yung level ng nung concentration. Okay? Ito yon yung Pn x sub n. So, dito sa pinaka-edge natin at x sub n, yan yung pinakamataas na concentration ng hole. And then eventually, habang nagta-travel yung mga holes from the origin going to from P to N, starting from the origin to the N region, exponentially magdi-decrease yan. Okay, hanggang ma-reach niya yung pinaka-intrinsic concentration ng hole sa N-type, denoted by P sub NO. Okay. So yung kino-consider natin dito yung yung current, diffusion current from P to N. Okay, ID. Which is, 'di ba, mag-move kasi yung mga holes. Yung mga holes, which is the majority carrier sa p-type, so Pn. Ang kino-consider natin ngayon is yung mga majority carriers dito sa p-type, yung mga holes na magdi-diffuse from P to N para magkaroon tayo ng diffusion current ID. So pag nag-diffuse yung mga holes dito sa N-type, meron tayong expression ng concentration ng holes denoted by P sub N na napunta sa N region as a function of the distance. Yun nga, so kung ito yung origin, ito yung length ng depletion region, okay, ito yung distance x na yan. Okay, habang papalayo ng papalayo from the origin, magdi-decrease yan exponentially kasi meron tayong exponential function. So kukuhain natin yung concentration, yung value ng concentration kasi pwede nating makuha yung formula sa diffusion current. Yung na-discuss ko naman doon sa previous video sa diffusion current, 'di ba? Yung due to holes and due to the electrons. So parehong i-consider. Kasi ang kino-consider natin sa forward bias is yung diffusion current. So kailangan natin yung formula sa diffusion current din, 'di ba? So kaya kailangan natin tong concentration profile equation. Mamaya gagamitin natin uli yan. That is the concentration of the minority holes increases from the equilibrium value of PNO to the much larger value determined by the value VD given by equation 1. So yung kanina, ito yung pinaka original, 'di ba, sa N region. Sa N region, minority carrier lang si P. Si holes. Okay? So ito yung yung tawag dito, stable or equilibrium concentration ng mga holes. Pero dahil magdi-diffuse nga yung mga holes from P to N, tataas. Magi-inject tayo ng mga holes sa N region. Kasi yung mga holes sa P region yung mga majority carrier. So maraming holes sa P region na i-inject natin ngayon papunta sa N region. So kung yung pinaka-level lang originally nung N region is ito, PNO, madadagdagan siya neto nung i-inject nating mga holes. So yung formula, yun sa pinaka-XN natin, okay, yun yung pinakamataas at position XN, yun yung pinakamataas na magiging level ng concentration, and then eventually, pababa exponentially as we move from from XN to the right further, okay? So yun yung equation 1. We describe this situation as follows. So the forward bias voltage VD results in an excess concentration of minority holes at X is equal to Xn given by, so ano yung magiging excess? Magkakaroon tayo ng excess kasi nag-diffuse nga yung mga holes from P to N. Bale, ima-minus nyo lang yung pinaka highest level minus yung original level, 'di ba? Yun yung magiging excess dito sa illustration natin. Ito yung original level, tapos ito yung highest level. Paano makukuha yung excess na to? Ima-minus nyo to dito. Yun yung naging excess. Yun yung in-inject na holes from P to N nung nagkaroon tayo ng diffusion current. So, ito yon. Ito yung formula natin. Okay? Minus lang natin. So, factor out nyo lang yung PNO. PNO times e to the VD over VT minus 1. So by the way, yung VD dito, yan yung in-apply nating forward voltage. Tapos yung VT is yung thermal voltage, which is approximately 26 millivolts at temperature equals 300 Kelvin. Na-discuss ko naman na to sa mga previous lesson. The increase in minority carrier concentration in equations 1 and 2, okay, ito, equations 1 and 2, occurs at the edge of the depletion region, x is equal to xn. So, nasa ano yun? X is equal to xn. Diba dito? Tapos, saan na tayo? Ito. As the injected holes diffuse into the end material, some will recombine with the majority electrons and disappear. So, kaya bumababa yung yung hole concentration kasi may recombination, di ba? Nagre-recombine siya dun sa mga free electrons. Okay? Thus, the excess hole concentration will decay exponentially with distance. So, kaya yun yung reason, kaya yung graph natin is exponential. Yung mga holes na to, from P to N, di ba may mga electrons tayo dito sa N region, which are the majority carriers. Magre-recombine yun. Okay? So, mababawasan yung mga concentration ng holes. Kasi pag nag-recombine, so, mababawasan sila kasi nag-recombine na sila sa electrons eh. So, kaya ang tendency magde-decay exponentially. Tapos, saan na tayo? Combine, thus the excess hole concentration as a result, the total hole concentration in the end material will be given by, so, yung ang pinaka-equation natin is yung starting PNO, starting or original concentration ng mga holes at equilibrium sa N, ito plus yung pinaka excess concentration natin na nagdi-decay exponentially. So depende at what particular distance ka yan. So, halimbawa, nandito ka sa point na to, let's say XL. So, ang pinaka-value mo ng PNX, P sub n of x is etong level na to, PNO, plus yung value dito evaluated dito sa equation na to. And so on. So, kaya, PNO plus yung excess concentration, 'di ba yung excess concentration is ito, times yung decaying factor. Kaya may exponential ka dito, which is a function of the x. So, kaya ang exponent niya is negative x minus xn over LP. Difference from xn, difference nung pinaka position x at yung xn over LP. Makukuha mo yung distance na to from xn, ima-minus mo, diba? X1 minus xn. Tapos, ipa-plug in mo dito. Ipa-plug in mo ngayon dito sa formula. Ano yung LP? Yung LP is the exponential decay is characterized by the constant LP, which is called the diffusion length. So, diffusion length. Okay? Yung length kung saan magdi-diffuse yung mga holes if from P to N tayo. So, the smaller the LP, the faster the injected holes will recombine with the majority electrons, resulting in a steeper decay. So, mas mababa yung LP natin. LP is yung length, diffusion length. Yan. So, mas mababa daw yung LP, the faster the injected holes. Based on the formula rin, di ba? Pag mas mababa yung LP, syempre, mas mabilis magde-decay. Tsaka mas magiging steeper yung slope natin. So, ito yung tatandaan yung formula. Pag kinuha nyo yung pinaka-whole concentration sa n-type as a function of x. Yan. PNO plus PNO times e to the VD over VT minus 1 times e to the negative x, e to the quantity negative, e to the negative quantity x minus xn over LP. Okay, figure below shows the steady state minority carrier concentration profiles on both sides of a PN junction in which NA is much greater than ND. So, yun nga, ito yun yung pinakita natin. So, mas malaki daw yung doping nung NA kumpara kay ND. 'Di ba? Kasi, ito lang yung pinaka-level, level natin for NP kumpara dito. So, let's stay a little longer with the diffusion of holes into the... Note that the shaded region under the exponential represent the excess minority carriers holes. Ayun nga. So, ito yung mga excess. Diba? Ito yung original. Level na to, yung PNO. Tapos nagkaroon tayo ng excess na to. Yung shaded area na yan due to injection ng holes from P to N. From our previous study of diffusion, we know that establishment of a carrier concentration profile such that in figure below is essential to support a steady-state diffusion current. In fact, we can now find the value of the whole diffusion current density by applying the equation. So, yun na, yung sinabi ko kanina, gagamitin na natin yung pinaka-formula sa diffusion current. Na-discuss ko naman to sa lesson sa video about diffusion current. Kapag kino-consider natin yung diffusion ng holes, it is given by J sub P of x equal to negative Q dP, derivative of Pn of x, P sub n of x with respect to x, with respect to the distance. Okay? So, balikan nyo na lang yung formula na to dun sa previous lesson ko sa diffusion current video. Substituting Pn of x is equal to J sub P of x equals Q dP. I-derivative nyo lang to. Derivative nyo yung P sub n of x with respect to x. Ito yung formula. Ano mangyayari? Derivative nito 0 kasi constant. Tapos, ito constant yan. Considered as constant. Ang may variable lang tayo is ito, yung may x. Kasi with respect to x. So, mangyayari, copy nyo tong e to the negative x minus xn over LP, derivative niyan, times by chain rule. Ano yung derivative neto? So, yung negative 1 over LP, constant, gilid nyo lang, then derivative netong x minus xn is 1. So, mangyayari, ang JP natin is QDP. So, dahil may negative tayo dito kanina, nasa derivative, negative times negative, magiging positive na siya. Tapos, di ba yung bumabang LP over LP? Okay, magkakaroon ka ng DP over LP. Tapos, copy mo na yung remaining expression na to. Yan. As expected, J sub P of x is highest at x is equal to xn. Okay, so kapag at x is equal to xn, papalitan nyo ito ng xn, mazi-0. So, matitira is ito. So, ito yung pinaka-level at x sub n. Ito, yung pinaka-point na to. Equal dito sa equation na to. At x is equal to xn. Yan. And decays exponentially for x greater than xn as the minority holes recombines with the majority electrons. So, magdi-decay nga siya, di ba? This recombination, however, means that the majority electrons will have to be replenished by a current that injects electrons from the external circuit into the N region of the junction. This later current component has the same direction as the whole current because electrons moving from right to left give rise to the current in the direction from left to right. So, dahil nagkakaroon ng recombination dito, yung electrons tsaka yung electrons tsaka yung nag-diffuse na holes. So, kailangan ma-replenish yung mga nawawalang electrons, 'di ba? Kasi nagre-recombine sa holes para ma-maintain natin yung level dito. Mangyayari 'yon kapag 'di ba yung supplied voltage natin, pag forward bias, ganito, positive sa P, negative sa N. Yung current na ipoproduce is, okay, yung current ng na ibibigay dito sa N, dito sa negative polarity, yun yung magre-replenish ng mga electrons na nagre-recombine with the holes. Okay, it is the same lang din kasi pag ganito yung direction, it is the same direction dun sa holes. Okay? Kasi kapag nagdadagdag tayo ng electrons, ibig sabihin from right to left, opposite direction yung holes, diba? Nagkakaroon tayo ng movement ng holes from left to right. Okay, so kaya nag-i-stay, magre-replenish yung mga nare-recombine na holes at electrons. So mare-retain lang natin yung level dito nung P ng J sub P of X sub N at doon sa doon sa depletion region portion dito at X is equal to N, X sub N. Okay? Constant 'yon. So, next, making the total current and then constant. So, constant 'yon. Okay, kasi nagre-replenish naman tayo ng mga electrons due to the applied source, forward voltage source. An exactly parallel development can be applied to the electrons that are injected from the N to P region, resulting in an electron diffusion current. So pag in-apply din natin yung same analogy dun sa ginawa natin sa holes from P to N, okay, madi-derive din natin yung corresponding drift current density J sub N as a function of negative XP naman. Ito naman yun. So, ito naman yung madi-derive natin. So, hindi natin pinakita, pero same lang din steps. Q, D sub N over Ln and sub PO times e to the Vd over Vt minus 1. Now, although the currents in equation 5 and 6, ito yung 6, tapos ito yung 5, are found at the two edges of the depletion region, their values do not change in the depletion region. Okay? Hindi nga sila magbabago kasi nga meron naman tayong nire-replenish na mga holes and electrons. Replenish electrons sa N tapos nire-replenish yung holes sa P. Kaya magse-stay sa level na yan yung mga concentration natin sa doon sa pinaka doon lang sa dito sa depletion region. Constant sila yan. So kahit alisin niyo nitong subscript na itong mga value na to doon sa formula, doon sa function. So gawin niyo na lang J sub N is equal dito. Tapos yung J sub P is equal dito. So pag tinotal niyo yung J sub P tsaka J sub N multiplied by the cross-sectional area, yun na yung pinaka-current, 'di ba Current density is current per unit area. So multiply mo by area, magiging final unit is current. So substituting, bale area times JP plus JN. Okay? Yung JP tsaka JN ito yung formula. Kaya meron kang Q. Ito yung JP tsaka JN. Manipulation lang ng equation. Yan. Tapos, papalitan natin yung PNO tsaka NPO. Dun sa video natin na extrinsic semiconductor, ang formula ng PNO is Ni squared over Nd, di ba? Tapos yung NPO is Ni squared over Na. So balikan niyo yung video ko sa extrinsic semiconductor kung gusto niyo i-recall. Yan. Yung Ni is yung intrinsic carrier concentration. So substitute nyo dito, tapos dito, magiging ganito. Tapos manipulate nyo lang, factor out nyo si Ni squared. Yan. Magiging ganyan. So from this equation, we note that for a negative VD, reverse bias with a magnitude of a few times VT 26 milliwatt per minute, the exponential term becomes essentially zero and the current across the junction becomes negative and constant. From our qualitative description of reverse bias, we know that this current must be IS. So, kapag daw nag-negative tayo dito sa ating VD, ma-overpower niyan ito. Maka-cancel, right? Magzi-zero. Magzi-zero ito. 'Di ba sabi ko kanina, applicable din ito sa reverse. Ito sa forward. Pero kung ginawa nyo tong negative, yung VD, ang mangyayari, e raised to the negative something, kasi yung VT natin is 26 millivolt. Magsi-zero yan, so magiging negative 1 na lang times ito. Which is, yun yung tatawagin nating reverse current. So, I now is equal to IS. Yung IS, ito siya. Itong kabuang equation na yan. Times, ito, yung e to the VD over VT minus 1. So, ito yung equation natin for the current sa diode. Current as a function of the supplied voltage. So, I is equal to IS, saturation or reverse current, times e to the VD over VT minus 1, where IS is ito. Yan. So, from figure below shows the IV characteristics of the PN junction equation. Observe that in the reverse direction, the current saturated value of negative IS. For this reason, IS is the name saturation current. We say that this direct motion of the cross-sectional area of dust refer to the okay. So, ito yung magiging graph. Kapag ginraph niya na yung equation na to, ito, yung equation na yan, ito. Current versus voltage, ito yung graph niya. Current, voltage. So, pag na-reach mo dito yung pinaka-VD, mag-exponentially increase na yung current. Tapos dito, kapag negative yung voltage, this is positive voltage, negative voltage, magsasaturate yan dito sa IS. Sabihin, fixed value siya sa IS. Okay, hanggang ma-reach niya. Meron pa tong reverse breakdown voltage. Next lesson na yan. Yan. Kaya siya saturation current. Nag-i-stay na siya dun sa value na yan. Which is, ang range ng value is 10 to the negative 18 to 10 to the negative 12 ampere lang. So, diba sabi ko, mababa lang talaga yung saturation current or yung reverse current kumpara doon sa forward. Kaya nina-neglect na natin. Negligible na siya. Okay, besides being proportional to the junction area, the expression IS in equation 9 indicates that IS is proportional to Ni square, which is very strong function of temperature. Recall, Ni is equal to BT raised to 3 halves e to the negative Eg over 2 kT. Ito, na-discuss natin to sa intrinsic semiconductor video ko. So, panoorin nyo na lang. So, indeed, saan dependent yung IS? Diba, ito yung formula natin. Aside dun sa pinaka cross-sectional area, directly proportional siya sa equation, sa temperature din. Kasi, directly proportional siya sa Ni squared, which is yung Ni squared, or yung Ni formula is dependent sa temperature. So, kaya, yung pinaka-IS talaga is dependent sa temperature kasi nga yun lang yung mga due to minority carriers na napoproduce kapag naka-acquire sila ng enough energy to overcome from the to get free from the covalent bond due to thermal energy, 'di ba? Thermal excitation. Ayun, so siguro hanggang dito na lang muna. Basta tatandaan nyo dito yung mga na-derive na equation na. Ito, gagamitin natin yan. Ito lang yung pinakasikat sa 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 equation ng current, tandaan nyo to. Tapos, kahit yung mga na-derive nating yung panibagong charge tsaka depletion, depletion region width tsaka charge, tandaan nyo yan. Okay, so yun yung discussion natin about PN junction with applied voltage, forward and reverse bias. So sige, tuloy na lang natin, let's have part 2. Abangan nyo lang yung part 2 netong topic. Magsasolve na tayo ng mga sample problems, application ng mga derived formula. So follow nyo lang ako dito sa ating account para man-notify pag meron tayong video tutorial next time, and subscribe na rin kayo sa ating YouTube channel, Engineered Math. Ililink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin for electronics. Yan, para meron kayong pati yung playlist na rin pala ng electronics, electronic devices and circuitry para mapanood nyo lahat ng mga video tutorials natin from lesson 1 up to the last lesson. Para meron kayong guide para sa buong subject nyo ng ELEX. So good luck sa mga nag-take ng electronics. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Mag-solve lang kayo ng maraming problems. Practice lang. And panoorin nyo lang yung mga video tutorials ko sa playlist. Okay, see you on my next video tutorial. Bye-bye!